Basically, in a nutshell, ESG is the world's answer to the world's problems. It is the all wise and all knowing and all powerful human's idea of this world's efforts to save themselves. So let's break it down. The E in ESG stands for environmental. So these people believe that we need to save the earth by focusing on things like climate change, carbon emission reduction, water pollution and water scarcity, air pollution, deforestation, greenhouse gas emissions. So what's wrong with all of that? I mean, it sounds like we're being good stewards of the earth, and we should be good stewards of everything that the Lord has given us. But it is futile to waste all of our God-given resources, our time, our talent, our treasure, fixating on a way to save the earth that is passing away. Instead, we need to focus on God's mission, which is not to save the earth, it's to save the world. And God cares so much about humans that he sent his only son to die for us. So God's mission is to save the world, not to save the earth, and we should get on the same page with him. The S in ESG is for social. So that is being concerned about humans and our interdependence. That sounds pretty good on the surface. It's things like customer access, community relations, mental health. And you're probably thinking, yes, those things are important, but let's look deeper at it. What are their values? What does that actually mean? Just like reproductive health means your right to abortion. It just doesn't make sense when you really look at the underlying issues. So it's not the same thing that Christians believe in, that life is precious, that human relationships and families thrive in the confines of traditional marriage, but the social for the ESG investor is to promote freedom, to love who you want to love. And so that means the LGBT lifestyle. It also supports things like human rights and things like that, which we agree with. But, when you get down to the nitty gritty, can really mean things that are consistent with the Christian value system or not. The G in ESG is for governance. So logistics and defined processes for running a business or organization. That sounds pretty important. So a trend that is happening these days with corporations is that shareholders are becoming activists, and unfortunately it's shareholders on the left, and they're trying to change companies into public benefit corporations. What a PBC or a public benefit corporation is to change the whole structure of a company from being a for-profit organization to a nonprofit organization. So to spend all of its money, all of its profit on social issues. So they want to influence boards of directors. They want to direct political contributions and lobbying. I do too, but I don't want to direct it in the same place that these ESG investors want to. So once you know what their underlying values are in socially responsible investing, you'll understand that they're not going to be making donations to candidates that are trying to support traditional marriage and Christian values. They're going to be doing the opposite of that. So what's wrong with ESG? Well, it promotes the exact opposite of what biblically responsible investing supports. Biblically responsible investing supports Christian values, and it really just keeps money, it defunds the darkness. So it keeps money out of the hands of these companies who are trying to engage in these social issues. The ESG investor is trying to promote that. So it's exactly the opposite. So if you're asking a question of a financial professional about biblically responsible investing, most of them don't know or don't understand their solution. Their quick answer is going to be, oh yeah, socially responsible investing. We do ESG. We can do that for you if you want, but it is not the same things. And we need to be aware of that.